What if I told you that artificial intelligence, it didn't just start, 10 years ago? What if AI didn't begin with computers or code or even electricity? What if AI is ancient? What if intelligence once existed, well, all around us, built into systems and symbols and the sky itself? And what if we chose to walk away from it? Welcome to Wild Thoughts. I'm your host, Daddy D, and this is where we explore lost data and our lost technology. So, when people hear AI, they immediately think of machines, right? Robots, screens, algorithms. But AI, it isn't really machines. AI is intelligence embedded into systems. I mean, anything that observes patterns, processes information, and then produces predictions, that's a form of intelligence. Think about it. Ancient people didn't have laptops, but they understood patterns. Stars, numbers, cycles, sound, geometry. That wasn't superstition, that was data. I mean, ancient calendars, they predicted eclipses with just frightening accuracy. You had stone structures that were aligned perfectly with the sun, the moon, the stars. Some of these civilizations tracked time, wow, better than we do today. And then there's something that just changed everything. Okay, so get this. In 1901, some sponge divers off the coast of Greece, they pulled this rusted object up from the ocean floor. And at first, it just looked like junk, broken gears, corroded metal. But later, scientists realized something completely shocking. This object, this thing, it could predict eclipses, planetary motion, seasonal cycles. It could even predict Olympic dates. It's called the Antikythera mechanism. It's over 2,000 years old. No electricity, no screen, no software. Just gears doing math. Now, that's not primitive. That's mechanical intelligence. I remember an AI researcher once said, if we found this today, we'd call it analog computation. So the question becomes, if ancient people could build this, why didn't they keep going? All right, here's the uncomfortable truth. If people can predict time for themselves, they don't need prophets, right? If people understand the cycles of the world, they don't fear the unknown so much. And when intelligence becomes shared, power shifts. An expert once told me, he said, ancient AI scared people because it worked without control. So, knowledge became restricted. These incredibly complex systems were replaced with priests, the symbols were replaced with stories, and the intelligence itself was buried, not because it failed, but because it empowered too many people. And now let's talk about symbols. You see these ancient symbols repeating across the entire world. Egypt, Sumer, Mesoamerica. It's the same shapes, the same geometry, the same meaning. That's not a coincidence. Today, we write code with symbols. Think about it. Curly braces, arrows, slashes. Well, ancient people did the exact same thing. It was just, carved into stone. One single symbol could hold layers of meaning. Modern AI actually has a name for this. They call it semantic compression. Ancient cultures, they called it sacred. A cognitive scientist I talked to once said symbols are the earliest form of programming. So when power changed hands, those symbols became forbidden. And slowly, we forgot how to read the code. Let's talk about the Library of Alexandria. Yeah, they tell us it burned down by accident. Yeah, I don't believe that. Not for a second. That library, it didn't just store books. It stored engineering, medicine, astronomy, what we'd call early computation. It was the hard drive of the ancient world. Empires don't fear weapons first. They fear knowledge. A historian once said, erase knowledge and you control the future. So the library disappeared, and with it, just entire branches of intelligence. Here's a question that nobody really likes to ask. What if technology actually didn't make us smarter? What if it made us dependent? Ancient humans, they memorized the sky. They tracked time in their heads. They navigated without GPS. They understood natural cycles on a really deep level. Our modern intelligence, it's outsourced. Ancient intelligence was internal. A cognitive scientist once said, technology increases access, but it reduces retention. So we gained speed, but we lost depth. We gained convenience, but maybe we lost connection. But here's the twist. Modern AI, it isn't new. It's remembered logic, just, powered by electricity. We didn't invent AI. It's remembered logic, just, powered by electricity. We didn't invent AI. We didn't invent AI. We rediscovered it. It's the same pattern recognition, the same compression of meaning, the same prediction of outcomes, just faster. And so now the question isn't, can we use AI? The real question is, if ancient civilizations walked away from this kind of intelligence once, what happens if we do it again? Did they abandon it because it failed or because it worked too well?